Good to see you, Andrew.
Hi.
You didn't watch, but you're informed.
No. I did what you're not supposed to do
Watched it 1.5 time.
while driving.
Oh shit! Good on you. Yeah, I respect that. Do you have one of those things that mounts in your window?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing.
And I got the big iPhone, so it may as well have been like watching on the big screen.
Hey, listen, that makes you a better driver. I think if you have the thing that mounts and then you put it and it's on your windshield, it makes you a better driver.
Yeah. And then your heart rate starts going as you watch Taylor doing stuff.
Is it fun watching Taylor or is it stressful?
It's fun.
It's fun. Yeah, I keep telling myself it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Why, you stressed?
Yeah, I mean, I just get a little stressed for him. I'm just so excited for him. John Young, there's a reason why you're the best. There's a reason. Oh, wow. Angry Scott Panchek.
This is called a Hatfield humper. He likes to, he's got bunny rabbits that he sells. Okay, got a little tail.
Did you say humper?
Yeah, Hatfield humper, man.
That's because he humps his pillowcase and he has a pillowcase cover that's covered with bunnies.
They will be on sale shortly.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to
whenever he makes the games.
If he makes the games, those will be for sale. Where do I go? I go to
Mustard Seed Crochet Company.
Mustard.
Hey, how long does it take for her to make those again? Like 20, 30 minutes each or more?
Just about.
There might be a delay though because her crochet room is going to be under construction this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. There we go. If you would like a wow, the Pinocchios. Is that Pinocchio?
No, it's some kind of animated thing somebody wanted. That thing is like 2 feet tall.
Wow, that's amazing. How much is that? Is that $100?
It's 120.
Wow.
That hat fits Leslie.
Wow, that's crazy. God, I want something custom. What do? They send her a picture?
Yeah, they just say, hey, can you do this? And then she kind of sees if she can do it. Like she got some Pokemon things down there too.
I see Kirby.
Okay, so if you want, can
Mario
you hold
Kart.
that up again? If you want a Hatfield humper, go to Mustard Seed Crochet and put it in your order, and you could be one of the first to get a Hatfield humper.
And Magda's penis.
Well, we thought about making Taylor a mascot and doing that, but she wouldn't do it.
Oh, really? Why won't she make a Taylor? Taylor would be great. Just a bald head with a mustache.
We're gonna make a dick for Taylor.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Wow, I can't believe you said that word, John.
I'm sorry. A penis.
Thank you.
But Angry Bunny, I told her we need to make him angry because he's got something to prove because nobody respects this man.
Sea Beaver in the house. Good to see you, Caleb. Caleb's here. With his new Vindicate shirt on. Guys, amazing event. I thought the coverage was fantastic. I don't mind the wide angle shot, not at all. I did enjoy listening to Adrian Conway speak. And I enjoyed listening to him and Scott Panchek chop the shit up. But I do want to say this. What I would really, if they can have if they stop chopping the shit up as soon as someone enters the floor, I would appreciate it. Like, I just want to know who the top 10 are as they enter the field every time. And then they can go back. I love all the stories. I love it. But I need to hear Adler in first, Hopper in third, Adler with 3 reps. And then as soon as those guys leave, okay, you know what I mean? I'm cool. And then maybe who's in last place or something. I felt like the Jack Farlow thing was a big story. Him kind of lumbering in there at the end when it looked like the event was over. And that's an opportunity, I think, for some good commentary because, not only does he train with one of the best in the world, Emma Lawson, who's probably the future of the sport, but also Jack has a lot of potential to in the fan base also. Anyway, so that's that. I thought they were good. I don't mind the wide shot. I prefer the wide shot over trying to get close-up angles and that weird shit. I'd like the constant reminder of who's in what lane. That would have been nice. But, I mean, fuck, Adrian's good at what he does. And they're parading a lot of different people in there. And so good on him for keeping the conversation moving and lively. It's hard to – I don't think you can criticize him.
People tried to.
Yeah, I know. And it's just –
but it's stupid.
It's stupid.
If you're criticizing Adrian, you're lost.
Yeah. Listen. If you have I sent him a text and I'd be like, oh hey dude, I'd love to know placements and who's in what lanes because I didn't have a lane sheet. But the truth is Adrian killed it. Yeah, he did a great job. Is that our Matthew? Is that fucking Kill Taylor's Matthew? No. Change your name, dude. There's only one Matthew. Okay. Let's start with the let's start with the women. We'll go through this quickly because do we want to come back late tonight and talk about do a separate show for predictions for events 2 and 3?
I mean, I'm down to do a big show right now, but if you want to do that, we can do that.
Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll hear from Sousa and find out what's going to go on at the house tonight. I heard they have really shitty internet, so even if we do push it to later,
it's whatever you want.
Okay. Semifinals leaderboard. Let's go over to the women and see if they have the leaderboard updated. Are all the names in there?
Yes, sir.
Tia-Clair Toomey, first place. Then Haley Adams, then Emma Lawson. Carolyn Stanley, another great call by the team yesterday. Tyler presented it very well to us. John concurred that she's a great runner. She's a great barbell cycler. And I think she took, she beat Danielle Brandon by going touch and go. So Carolyn Stanley, amazing. Brooke Wells,
dude, murdered it. Did great.
Yeah.
And I thought she was going out way too hot. She was the first one in the first 2 rounds, and I'm like, this is gonna burn down. And then she did fade a little bit, but it wasn't by much. She did great.
And it will be easy to get back on the Brooke Wells bandwagon. Very likable, cool chick. Erica Farlow. Hey, dude. It's Danielle Brandon 2.0. Hot, strong, and can run. I'm telling you. She's the shit. You called her. I was just trolling her fucking Instagram account afterwards.
Dude,
good on her. Yeah, some fresh meat in the space. Yeah. I love it. Paige Semenza.
Steady Eddie.
Yeah, did what she had to do, right?
That's what I think she'll do this the whole weekend. 8 through 12, the whole weekend.
Yeah, good on her. Amanda Barnhart. Holy cow.
She paced this workout beautifully. She was the last person to outside for round 2. The last person off of her bar after round 1. And every single round, she was a couple girls ahead the subsequent rounds. Round by round by round, she was 4 more girls ahead. And then the last round, she ended up 9th place in the whole entire event. She paced this, I think, better than anybody else did in the entire event.
Caroline M., thank you. This is my inner voice. If anyone needs any help with, and you can't read self-help books, DM Caroline M., she's a wealth of wisdom and calmness and patience. Okay. Was it inappropriate after the first round, after I saw her in last, to start the dialogue of bashing Amanda Barnhart? Because I had to walk the whole fucking thing back. But I was just like, what the fuck is she doing? She's been around forever. Why is she doing this? She still hasn't fixed her running.
She fixed it more than most.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did we have her placed?
I think we had her
like
just not top 10. Yeah, top 20.
But and not even a thought to put in the top 10, right? Like securely on the B team.
Yeah.
Wow. So congratulations, Amanda. Go ahead, Andrew.
Didn't you take notes? Can't you look or no?
I could, but I prefer just to ask John. Thank you, though.
I think you're right.
Thank you. You think I'm right? Just better off asking John.
And you're right with where you had her.
Okay. Lydia Fish, the young buck. Beautiful interview with her on the Training Think Tank podcast. Oh, sorry, Little Fish. Thank you. Not young. Yeah, better. Thank you. Little Fish.
Young fish.
Still swimming upstream. Impressive. 10th place.
Yeah, and she paced it really well. And we thought she would be good in this event. I think we picked her to be top 10. But she was not around for the first 2 rounds. And then round 3, you could see every person that paced it right. Their speed was increasing or staying the same. And then every person that paced it wrong, they would be decreasing paces for everybody. And Lydia Fish was one of the ones who paced it better than most.
Andrew.
Yo.
Is it a statement that she beat the great, benevolent, beautiful, friendly Alexis Raptis? Pushed her out of the top 10. Pushed Alexis to heat 2, motherfucker.
By the time day 3 rolls around, she'll be outside the top 20.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
it's the event, and she's a good runner, and she's quite small.
Does she have are we going to see her for years to come, John? Is Lydia Fish going to become a 5-time CrossFit Games athlete? Lydia Fish?
I think so, and I don't think it's this year, and it might not be next year. But whenever she has that breakthrough year, I think she will stay. She's got home run ability. She's a really good gymnast, and she's very aerobic. She just needs another year or two of getting stronger. And I think so. I think she's one of the people that will stay around.
13th place. Hold on. Spam call. Hello.
Perfect.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, hello. Good afternoon. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Oh, my name is Pearl. I'm with Energy Upgrade, and we are calling homeowners about the state-funded program. It is called Zenable 100, where you can get up to 10,000.
Ma'am, I haven't owned a ma'am. I have never owned a home. I'm just a poor drug addict. I'm sorry.
Our manager will call you, will inform you the name of the person who will come up, and also to ask you
What's the canned response for that?
I don't know. Hello? Hang up on me. Okay. Listen. 13th place, people. We're going to split the difference on this. I'm going to give the boys more the credit than myself, but I have to tell you how happy I am with this because I had serious doubts about Fee Sagafi in this race, and I think 13th is perfect for her. I think it's onward and upward for Fee from here.
I agree 100%.
I don't know why you say that.
Oh, why it's onward and upward?
Why do you say that, and why do you agree with that? I mean, I know she said she was excited about the rope climb event, but there's also that snatch in the final.
Ooh. I think she'll be fine on the snatch. I think she'll be fine on the final. I think she'll be one of the very few women.
Time look like to you?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
If you can calm it down.
I'm angry.
All right. I think she'll be one of the few women that go unbroken on the ring muscle ups. And I think she will have an edge on that. I'm not saying she's going to be top 5 in the event, but I think she'll be 10 to 15th. I think the snatch ladder, she's strong enough to clear it, but it's hit or miss if she will or not. I think that's the case for about 20 girls. And yeah, that's probably her biggest event where she could take the lowest score. But for this event right here, she did what she had to do. And you have to think the people that she's going to battle against are the Shelby Neils of the world, the Anuka Greers of the world. Like those type of people for the last spot of, the last 3 spots or so for the women. And she did better than all those girls. No, she didn't beat Brooke Wells, but like the people that she's going to have to beat, it beat those people, and she will beat those people in the events that you think she's going to struggle in.
Good counter argument, John.
Let me ask you this, Andrew, and I know this is a lot to ask of Fee, but do you think this is her worst place of the weekend?
No.
Okay.
No, the snatch ladder is probably the worst event, her worst event finish.
Here's what I think of Fee Sagafi. I think she can grind. I think she has a great engine. I think she has a great heart. I think she's technically proficient. I think she's an amazing CrossFitter, period. I think she just has some like physical limitations. That being said, I would think what's weird about this workout is I don't think of Fee as a great runner, but I think of her good in this time domain. And so I think she did what she needed to do. Do you think she's going to the games, Hiller?
I have her in my Heat 1 app. Yes.
All right.
You said she has a good heart. Do you mean that from the perspective of its ability to pump blood, or do you mean that from how much she loves everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a great question, though. Yes.
Because everything else you said was a physical attribute, and then you said her heart, and I go, I wonder if he means pump blood.
I can't believe I said that. What a fucking woke douche canoe.
I had to call you on it.
And I appreciate it. Thank you. Keep me on the straight and narrow.
Next thing open a new clothing company called Whoa.
No, I'm going to start a brand. It's called Good Heart. I don't know what we're going to sell, but we're just going to start a brand. That's how you do it in the CrossFit space. Okay. 15th place. My girl. My home girl. Do you know how fucking stoked I am?
Yeah,
Shelby Neil.
This is a great finish for her.
Hey, Andrew.
Yo.
Tell me how happy you are for Shelby Neil. 15th place in the run clean and jerk workout.
I'm a big Shelby Neil guy, and didn't John just say that Fee beat her, and that's one of the people she had to beat for those final spots? I would agree with that if that's what he said.
Meaning like if
he played Fee all weekend,
right? So that you're saying they're going to be bubble athletes,
correct?
Carolyn Klutz did great, 16th place. Let's go down to number 25, Carolyn Prevost.
Bad finish for her.
But this is going to be her worst event, isn't it?
It's gonna have to be.
Hey, dude, she's a fighter. She's an explosive athlete, amazing in the sub 10-minute time domain.
I think this is the lowest place that you can go, and she still has a chance to win to make the games.
Another crazy hot chick, Ellie Hiller. I had no idea how hot she was.
She bombed this event.
Yeah, man,
I thought she looked great.
Final round.
I thought she looked great. And Hiller, when I mean she has a good heart, I mean she has a good heart.
Her last round was the same pace as Danny Spiegel.
She imploded.
That's what she said. I messaged her. I go, homie, are you dead or what? I messaged. She goes, I literally imploded. That's what she said.
Yeah, she imploded. But she looked good doing it.
I'll let her know that.
She looked good doing it. I thought she
looked good doing it.
I had no idea how
she's very good looking. If you want to tell her, I said that as well.
Jesus, John. Pervert.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you, Caleb. Yeah, tell John to stay in his lane. I'm the pervert. Anuka Greer. Someone texted me and said, I can't tell if the stadium, the pipes are leaking in the stadium or if those are Anuka Greer's tears. Devastated?
I don't know, man. Expected.
She shouldn't be. Yeah, she shouldn't be.
Like, there's a different when Anuka Greer says I've been working on my running, and I tell y'all Hatfield's been working on his running. Yeah. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
One has and one hasn't really.
Or one has more of a ceiling, higher ceiling.
If this is Anuka working on her running, then she should just call it quits because she'll never be good enough.
I think you've said that on the show before, haven't you?
What?
That she should call it quits.
Hey, can you fix your running in a year, right?
Do you remember that, John? I think you've said that before.
Maybe, but I'm not trying to be.
She's like 21, homie.
Super mean. But like, if you say like, I've been running all year, this is all I've been doing. My running is so improved. And you went from 38th to 34th.
That could be the difference between qualifying and not qualifying. Just look at where Colton finished last week. It was like 20 points, right?
Yeah, he never had a 34th.
That is true. She's not even an adult yet.
Yeah.
Say to that, John.
So yeah, telling her to quit. Dana Paran, no surprise, 40th place, 0 points. Called that. Reese Littlewood, the 17-year-old, giving it all she's got, 27-11. Great event to watch. Let me look at some of my notes here.
Yeah, I have a question. I have a question for you guys. Then same topic.
Or what?
On Anuka Greer. I agree with you. I agree with you. I think that's a good point when you said maybe it's just different in ceiling, right? Austin works it and it improves a lot. Anuka works it, it improves a little amount, and it's just a difference in ceiling. What do you say to her then? Like, this is what she wants to do. She wants to make the game. She wants to be one of the fittest women in the world. But what do you do if you're her? How do you make it better? I know what you do.
What?
You set up a fucking, you pay Colton Mertens $500 a month to talk to her for 30 minutes a week on the phone.
Just mindset?
Dude, if he can do it, anyone can do it.
Tudor Magic call up Colton Mertens too then? For another
Tudor should call Colton too. How the fuck? I mean, look at fucking Colton, dude. Yeah. Listen, there's no one in the men's and women's field who you would think had a harder time working on their running. He's almost fucking adaptive class, dude.
And he was fourth.
He's fourth or fifth. Yeah.
What I think about Anuka is she's got a potential of 512 points. She basically has 100 points left on the table before she's screwed out of a spot. So she's got to get 80 points or more on the following 5 events, which is like a 7th place finish throughout to qualify. She's got to finish 7th every single event.
After event 3.
There's only 2 people who can help Anuka. 3 people.
Jesus.
Colton Merton, Jesus, thank you, and Matt Fraser.
Okay.
That's it. Those.
That's a good company.
Oh, yeah, and when I say Colton, maybe it's the dude Joe. You know what I mean? The bearded guy, Joe, who sticks to Colton like a fly on shit. Brooke Wells leaves in the lead after round 1, and still finished great. She was in the lead starting round 3. Also, Lydia Fish was behind Brooke in the 4th round. Brooke nearly lapped Dana Paran in the final clean and jerk. That was in the first heat. Scott Panchik mentioned that this was a heart rate workout, and I thought that was a great way to think of it. John and I talked about that, and Travis on the
Spincast.
On the Spincast that we did. That basically the great, not the greatest, not the Tias, but the greats. The run was a place to lower your heart rate. You agree with that, Andrew?
That's what Bill Leahy said about the event.
How'd he do?
He wasn't able to get his heart rate down during the run. but at which rate I would agree. I mean, and yes, I would say that many of them, and Adler clearly was able to decrease his heart rate on the run and then just kind of mitigate it on the clean and jerks. The reason they weren't all going touch and go on the clean and jerks every round is because that would spike them into oblivion and they would never be able to recover.
Hey,
so a slight bump and then a decrease as they would run.
So should you be wearing a heart rate monitor on this?
I wonder if that's legal. I mean, they could probably have them on their wrists. But
Adrian Castillo says that's a bad take. You think that's a bad take? Tell me. I'm open to being a bad take. But over the years, I've heard that the run. I went to a few running seminars, and they said that you should be using the run in CrossFit to lower your heart rate. And then I just kind of remembered that in the last couple of days.
I think people use most aerobic elements and workouts as a place to lower your heart rate. Rowing, biking, running, double unders, like all of those places are places to lower your heart rate.
Is that Ellie Hiller?
Yeah, she's wearing a heart rate monitor.
Hot damn. She's training Think Tank?
Yeah.
Okay, and then finally, let's talk about Tia Toomey.
Hey, for everyone who doesn't understand the whole running, lowering your heart rate thing, it's because you're not as fit as these people.
How good is Tia?
John, can you lower your heart rate during
No, John does not.
I can if I run really slow. Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go.
If you do it Ben Smith did. I heard Ben Smith was
20-minute mile.
We'll get to
No. There's 400 meters in a workout. I can absolutely lower my heart rate. It's about like a 2-minute 400-meter pace to do that.
John Young, how good is Tia Toomey?
She's the fittest woman in the world by a lot.
Was Laura Horvath crying just now watching that?
No, I don't think Laura Horvath cries for anything, but I think she's just upset that her paycheck's going to be $200,000 less this year.
Hiller, is after this workout, does everyone know? It's just known. This is not the rogue Tia.
What's the question? They know what?
They know that there's no first place available at the CrossFit Games.
Oh, that's not true.
It's not true. Okay, tell me. You don't think her just demolishing the pack?
She did the same thing at Rogue. She won the first event at Rogue, and it was running.
Wait till the next few events, man.
That's what they said at Rogue. You said that at Rogue.
I did not say that at Rogue.
You did.
I said I didn't see this coming. We'll see if she does it on the other events.
But
I would be shocked. But if she does, nobody has a shot, and she didn't.
And Laura beat her at Rogue after that first running event. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Tia's back! It's only been 5 months."
I never said Tia's back. I said it's crazy. I even sided on your side a little bit, saying, "Bro, I think she has to be on something to be able to do this 5 months." I was on your team. First time I've ever been on your team with that stuff.
Jesus, look at this. This is just fucking insanity. Gabby can beat Tia. There, I said it.
And there you're wrong, Joel.
Yeah.
I would disagree with Joel there, but I think Laura has a shot. I think Emma Lawson has a shot. It depends on the programming. Hey, that's the thing about this. It always depends on the programming.
Here's it doesn't depend on the
Shut your face. It totally
I agree with you, John.
Oh, come on. The only one it never mattered for was Fraser all those years and Tia for many of those years.
Yeah, and
This is one of those years.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the best Tia we're going to ever see. This is the year.
That would be wicked.
I don't agree with that. But yeah, that would be crazy.
It is. I'm telling you, it is. She got the biggest. If you thought she had a chip on her shoulder before, look. She was just about to lap Anuka there. Okay, and then one more thing. Haley Adams, still hard to tell because what she did was absolutely amazing and great. But for Haley, there was a you were supposed to element, right?
A little bit, but I think it's more a confirmation of what we thought. Like I thought Haley, I mean, I think all of us thought that Haley would be awesome in this workout and would be second place or fighting for first with Tia. And she was. And that just, it's confirmation that she's as, like, at least in running, as good as the Haley of old and not any worse.
Tia beat Haley by 30 seconds. Haley beat Emma by a minute, Carolyn Stanley by a minute, and Danielle Brandon by 70 seconds, over a minute.
And look at how many men they beat. They beat most of the men.
Yeah, that barbell's too light for the women.
Damn.
Like,
damn.
Comparing the men to the women,
Okay. Let's go over to
the bar as far in general. They're shorter on average.
Fair. Let's look at Janelle Winston. Hi. Thank you. Good to see you. Let's look at the boys. Is their leaderboard updated?
There it is.
Jeffrey Adler in first place, 2028, 10 seconds behind him, Roman Krennikov. Caleb, at some point, I'd like to look at their first entry as they came into the stadium after their first run, because I do think that there was some pushing around turn number 2. I think that there was some contact. And it's interesting, we forgot to even talk about that in the days building up to this. This is a run event, and this is where Adler and Roman had issues before. Saxon Panchik. I didn't hear his name mentioned once.
Him and Will both paced that workout better than I mean, it's hard to say better than Jeff, but Jeff was just too much better than everybody else. But Will and Saxon paced this workout really, really, really well. You didn't hear about them until round 4, and then rounds 4 and 5, they caught up ground on Hatfield and Hopper, and then eventually passed them up. They were great.
Will Morad still haven't shown off his soccer chops.
I think you guys all called that one.
Yeah.
Austin Hatfield, 5th. Holy shit, Hiller. What's he doing there?
He's hitting his ceiling on his running potential because he's been trying really hard.
I mean, I think of that guy as a fucking fire hydrant. I don't think of him as a runner.
He's like Fraser sized.
Jason
Fraser didn't look like a runner either. If you looked at him in
but
person,
he got pretty good at it.
Yeah.
67 inches. He's 5'7". He's
5'6", but 5'7" in boots.
I met him at Crash. He's like 5'6".
Jason Hopper takes a 6th. Dallin Pepper, 7th. Dallin did what he had to do, right?
Dallin paced this workout really well too. I tell you what, Austin and Jason did not pace this workout good at all. But they just had that much of a cushion on everybody that only Saxon and Will passed them up. If you watch the first round, freaking Adler came in at 251, right? That's a 540 pace on the first round. And Hatfield was right behind him. And I was like, no, please stop it right now. And Hopper and Roman were both there too. And Roman is the only one that can hang out at that pace and not die. And Jason and Austin both died a little bit, but just had that much of a ground on everybody. Dallin Pepper was middle of the pack in round 1. And then he was upper middle of the pack in round 2. Round 3, he was in the second little pack. And then round 4, he was in the top 10. And then he ended up in 7th place. Dallin Pepper did amazing in this workout.
Yeah, great job. I wonder if this is going to be Dallin's worst finish. I'm hoping that it is. Before we talk about that, remember, I think Sunday is the last day. This is the last week of semifinals?
Yes.
Sunday is the last day that you can purchase $100 or more. Use code word Sevon. And every $100 purchase you make, they have to be separate purchases. You get entered into a contest to win 2 free tickets, the best tickets at the CrossFit Games from Paper Street Coffee. They're probably worth over $1,000 each. And you can do that now by just ordering coffee there, and you'll get entered into the contest. Dallin Pepper, is this his worst finish of the weekend? Will he be climbing from here on out?
I don't know if it's his worst finish. I think he'll have another finish around here. Maybe.
I mean, if you go event by event, it's damn close, which is
yeah.
good for him to even think that, right?
I think it's possible event 4 he could be around here.
Handstand walk?
Yeah, because I mean I know he's an elite rower, but you got to be fast in your hands too, and he's not the fastest on his hands. But I mean not I think around here, like you think 7th place is really good. Like so, I mean, I think event 4 is probably the event. Other than that, I mean Dallin Pepper is going to be top at least top 4, and then probably top 3.
Jeremy World, do I get anything for being arguably the longest running CEO member? Also, hang up your TV, John. You get a standee from somebody. I don't know who, but someone in the audience will give you standee. Wayne Short, right there with you, Jeremy. Thank you, Wayne. 2 standees.
The problem is scroll up real quick. Scroll up to the top 6. The problem with Dallin Pepper, like on his way up, the people that beat him will also be like that. These events stack up just as good for Roman, as good for Hopper.
No. Roman
just as good for Adler.
Going on the snatch.
He can snatch 265, and it's a fitness test as long as you can snatch that last barbell. I think the snatch ladder will be his worst event, but he will be 2nd or 1st place in 4 of these events, and Dallin will be 5th place in 4 of these events, and that will even out at the top.
Adrian Castillo, thank you. Smart. Best money you've ever spent. Hey, here's the thing, Vato. Listen, Adrian, Mr. Castillo. I want to tell you something since you're a new member.
What's a Vato?
Vato Cholos. Tell us how you feel. Listen, Jeffrey Adler, you guys are going to hate this take. He can win every event. He can sweep this. He can win the handstand event. He can show up.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. You haven't seen him walk on his hands in a long time. He's so good. Listen, while everyone else is doing their fucking clean and jerks and snatches and deadlifts, this guy could be working on his hands.
Who's going to beat him, John?
Will Morad is what John's going to say.
Roman's going to beat him. I think Hopper will beat him.
I think Hopper has a shot at that, yeah.
Listen, Adler can sweep this.
I honestly think there's a shot Austin can beat him. Austin's really fast on his hands.
Dude, there's not a chance in fuck that Austin Hatfield beats Adler on a hand.
Y'all told me there wasn't a chance Austin Hatfield would be top 10 and he goes out and does the top 5. You don't know what Austin Hatfield can do.
I was on that show.
Would you say Matt Fraser had a chance to beat Jeff Adler in event 4?
Event 4.
A handstand walk. Would you say Matt Fraser could beat him?
Well, now we were comparing Hatfield to Fraser.
I'm not. But I'm just saying,
Jesus,
would you
John's
say
been
Matt
smoking
Fraser?
crack.
I'm doing an evenly sized man. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Evenly sized man.
Right? Like he's not meant for it because he's little, and Hatfield, as you know, the fittest man in the world, and he's probably pretty good in the rower. But would you say Fraser could beat Adler in event 4? I would say absolutely he would.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay, well then we're
What's
just
more
going to
likely?
agree to disagree.
What's more likely, Hatfield?
20.
What's more likely, Hatfield beats Adler in the handstand workout, or that your TV gets hung by Monday?
My TV gets hung by Monday.
Oh, all right.
Now, I'm not saying he will. I don't think he will, but I think he has a shot.
Shifted.
No, I'm saying he has a shot, is what I'm saying.
As good a shot as anyone.
Just like Haley had a shot to beat Tia. It probably won't happen, but she's around there. She
Fraser
has
won.
a shot.
Okay, Fraser won it in 2020.
Okay. 8th place, Benoit Boulangerie. Did what he was supposed to do, and now we just keep an eye on this guy. We find out if he's a one-hit wonder, or if he's actually going to get any more top 10 finishes this weekend.
I think this is going to be his best finish, this workout.
Bye-bye, Benoit. And we need him to go away. Travis Mayer, 9th place. Slow and steady. Maybe if it was 10 rounds, Travis would have won this event, but it's not. It's only 5. Tyler Christoffel, what the fuck is he doing here?
What do you mean? He's trying to make the games, homie.
I know, but I don't want him here. What's he doing here?
He's going to be pretty good in event too.
Jesus Christ.
You think so? Yeah, he's got a good front squat.
I think so, yeah.
A damn good front squat.
Shit.
You guys do know that the next event is the make or break for Mr. Self, right?
Yes, it is.
So we got these two guys, Kyle, a monster on the front squat, and Taylor, who's
No, and Taylor needed a better event one.
I disagree.
Oh, what is the next? What is the next event?
The
5 rounds, 50 double or 100 double unders, 20 toes to bar, 10 front squats with 225.
How many rounds?
5. 50
Well,
front squats for Christopher looks better for Mayer and Christopher than does for Taylor.
What's before the toes to bar? The bike?
Double unders.
Oh, double. Okay, so he's going to do great on the Taylor's going to do great on the double unders.
It's
He's
just
gonna
the
do
squats. It's
great
just
on the toes to bar. Okay.
Wonder why Chase says this. Tomorrow's a bad day to be in Heat 3. I wonder why. What does that mean?
Because Taylor's in Heat 3, he thinks he's going to light the world up.
Isn't he in Heat? Oh.
Wait, that's not Heat 2?
That's what I was thinking, Stefan. It's backwards. The heats get bigger as you go on. Like Adler's in Heat 4.
Okay. Brandon Gomez, better event 1. John is smoking the crack. I don't know what that means. J.R. Howell, what's up, buddy?
Is there an air conditioner on in there?
J.R. Howell. What's up, J.R.? Good to see you, J.R. You're a good dude, J.R. Nice shirt, J.R. Great backdrop, J.R.
Why can't
J.R.,
you?
hi.
JR.
Mr. Howell.
JR.
Great talking to you, buddy.
JR, say something.
Taylor Self, 11th place. Jack Rosema, 12th place. As soon as JR's mic comes on, I don't think maybe his audio cable's plugged in or something. Or maybe the roadcaster needs to have the volume turned up on his headphones. I feel like I hear what's crazy. We can hear JR, right? We heard him talk. He just can't hear us. So that headset has 2 plugs, and maybe they both need to be plugged in and the volume needs to be turned up.
JR, if you can hear us, don't talk.
Let me see if I can.
You can hear us, dude.
He's hearing us fine.
Oh, he is. Okay. So, JR, you can hear us? Let me see. I'm going to call JR here real quick. Let me see.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. JR, can you give us a status after this quick break? Because I'm going to drop a deuce here real quick.
Okay.
When we come back, can you give us do I see a Peptides commercial in here? Do you see the CA Peptides commercial in here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Drop a quick deuce. When we come back, let's see if I can do it in a minute and 4 seconds. When we come back, give us a status on how Taylor feels after that workout, what his headspace is. The information and content provided here are available for informational purposes only and are not intended as or to be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. Neither the views and opinions expressed do not reflect those of medical professionals or the medical community.
Duh.
This is called Melanotan 2. It's supposed to accelerate tanning, and it's also supposed to increase sexual arousal. And I think that the second one is actually more of a side effect than it is the main goal. Everybody wants to know how to reconstitute these things. Remember, the first thing is that you need the bacteriostatic water. The second thing that you need to do is you are constantly using these alcohol swabs. Now here's the thing, you got 2 separate needles. Never reuse the same needle. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna put 2 milliliters of water into there. It's just sucking the water in there. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's how you know that the peptides are good. Now, I'm insane, so I like to re-sterilize the top of it. I just put the pad on there and I just twist it. And I'm just gonna go right here, right next to my belly button. So I pull this out, put the tip in. Yeah, just the tip. Make sure there's no air bubbles in there, so you give it a flick, the bubbles rise to the top. Pull this out, and then I just stick it in my stomach right there. Very slight little pinch. It's like the world's smallest bee. It doesn't even matter. I'm done. Just like that.
Damn.
Looks like he didn't make it in time.
Nope.
Just a tip. Oh, that was pretty quick.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That might be the world's quickest poop.
I was prairie dogging. Okay, Taylor, how's the JR? How's Taylor doing?
He's in a good headspace, you know. I think he knew that being in that first heat, he was going to be at somewhat of a disadvantage as far as the race with the fastest competitor goes. However, he also knew that involuntary governor may have been good for him to pull him back a little bit and focus on beating all the guys in his heat rather than trying to beat guys that maybe just have more fitness than he does.
And we were discussing the next workout is the most important one for Taylor. That's the 5 rounds of the double unders, toes to bar, and then all the front squats, because we know this is Taylor's first rodeo since coming back from his all his knee surgeries.
Right. Yeah. And like I was talking to some people after that second heat win, and they're wondering if he was still in the top 10. I said, no, I think he's going to be 11th or 12th. And that's probably a good thing because, he's with every heat, right? The level of competitor goes up and up and up. And in this case, it's not a aerobic limitation. It's not a skill limitation. It's just a leg strength, leg stamina, endurance thing. So if you're in that heat 3, once again, you don't get that pressure of going against the top 10 and knowing that, hey, as much as you might want to stay with those guys and go at their pace, it's nice to kind of be pulled back a little bit, maybe in a heat of guys who are really, really fit, but still not the fittest of the fit, to kind of keep you in check, make it to where you're not going out too hot and you end up falling apart in the later rounds.
He is 12 seconds behind Tyler Christoffel in that workout. Does Taylor think that maybe if he would have gone touch and go, he could have grabbed that 10th spot?
I didn't talk to him about that, but the race he was in was close enough to where I think if he could have, he would have. Just with the guys in his heat alone. Like he wasn't so far ahead that he just felt like mailing it in. I think that he was with that cluster of guys enough in the workout to be pushed. And if he had it in him, I think he would have done at least a set of 3 to 5 to start that round of 10.
It is pretty amazing, right? That they seed these guys 1 through 20 and then 21 through 40. And then look, the winner of that first heat is still 11th place. And I think that really shows you how important it is throughout the week to work your way to the big boy heat. Correct, John?
Yeah. No, I mean, the big boy heat is like the top 10 guys in this semifinal are going to be, top 17 in the games. And I don't think you can say that for any other region except this one.
JR, any insights on what the running course looked like?
Yeah. So whenever they would leave their barbell station, I would walk out and basically watch the back stretch of the run. I would say it was the last 200 meters. And it was really, really cool to see with every round how much Jeff seemed to increase his lead on Roman, how much Roman seemed to increase his lead on Austin and Jason, and then how Saxon and Will just kind of slowly got to the point where they were able to maintain their pace while Austin and Jason fell off a little to where they knew that they got back to the barbell first, so they would probably be able to edge those guys out at the end. And it's really hard to remind yourself of who leaves first and who comes in first, but who's really in the lead. Because while every round ends with the clean and jerk, it's not who's out of the door first. It's who's done with their 10th rep first. And it's hard to continue to remind yourself of that until the last round. Oh, wait a minute. Jason and Austin really aren't in the lead because they've got a longer run to their bar, and Saxon and Will are going to end up beating them at the end because they're leaving 3 or 4 reps behind in rounds 1 through 4.
Were there any reports of pushing between Adler? Oh, interesting. Nice, Caleb. Were there any reports of pushing between Adler and Roman? I thought I saw when they came in from the first round there, when they went around the second turn, getting back to their barbells. I thought I saw them bump into each other. Any reports on that or any tension? Oh, here it is. Wow, good job, Caleb. Okay, here we are. This is their first. They did their 10 clean and jerks. They went on the run, and here's Roman's in first here.
Yeah, this is Roman up right here with my cursor center, and then Jeff's right behind him. This is their first run. So they just were coming back from their first 800.
Okay, let's watch 10 seconds of this and see what happens. JR, have you heard anything?
No, I haven't heard anything, and I didn't see anything. I could see where there might have been a little bit of rubbing on that first round because everyone was so tight, but after that, no one was close enough to do that.
This turn right here, right there, look at that. Look at that. There's something happens there, guys.
Well, that could just be Roman trying to cut that box too short.
Or Adler's just not giving him room, which is fine, right? Yeah, look at that right there.
Shouldn't have been standing there.
Yeah.
Jeff goes a little wide, too. I don't know. Might be trying to give him some space.
I think that was a blatant elbow in the back by Jeff.
Shit, really? Okay.
Have you heard anything or seen any interaction between them, JR?
No, not at all. I'm not hang out in the warm up area guy and just chill and see if I can find some stuff to talk about.
You're not. That's not you.
Maybe I need to be that guy.
Eaton Beaver, Sevon, no fake news. No fake news at all. Patrick Lang, Adler hates Russians. Canadian Russians are the same. They're basically the same.
Where'd you learn that?
I just see how they behave.
Oh.
Okay. Let's go back to the leaderboard here. Taylor Self in 11th. Jack Rosema. Jack's looking good, huh?
Oh, yes. Rosema's looking great.
Still in it. Alex Vigneault looking good. Caron looking good. Evan Rogers looking good. Number 16, Samuel Cornway. 16th place. This looked like it labored him. He looked a little tired.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I expected a little better from Sam and Luke.
That's because Sevon used to talk him up all the time.
Probably. Luke Parker, 17th place. Is Luke still in it?
Yeah.
This is his worst workout, right?
If you're in the top 25, you're still in it.
I think, yeah, potentially. I think this is worst workout.
Spencer Panchek, 19th. Marquand Jones, 20th. Ben Smith, 21st place. I heard someone say that they saw Ben Smith walking on the run. That's can't be a good sign, right, JR?
I wouldn't say that's a good sign, but I will say that when he was inside, he and Marquand both looked really, really young moving the barbell. They both were super smooth and very disciplined when they were inside.
I don't think you can walk too much and be 21st.
Fair enough.
What it would like to move a barbell old. They look really old moving that barbell.
Here's by the way, this is how I would define that. Someone who looks young when they move the barbell immediately immediately is doing jerks. And the older guys or the bigger guys lumbering, but the first 2 or 3 reps every time they did the clean and jerks, you would see them do like a clean and then like a really weak clean and jerk or a press. The groove didn't look oiled, and that's what I think when I think of an old guy, the way an old guy moves a bar.
One of the things I saw Ben do in all of his rounds that a lot of the younger guys were not doing until the end was he was following his bar to the floor and pressing it down into the ground to reset.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about how doing that every single rep could probably get you 5, 6, 7 seconds over the course of your set of 10. And that's probably a decision Ben made where he's like, hey, I can be a little bit more disciplined on the barbell and not have to exert myself as much on the run. And it's just going to balance out in the end.
Yeah, why don't more people do that?
Lungs.
It's going to jack your heart rate up more. I think a lot of people, if you really ask them, especially days out from the competition, hey, was the barbell just kind of your recovery from the run? Or did you feel like you were actually recovering from the barbell on the run? Like, was the barbell the place where you caught your breath, or was the run, especially the first 200 meters, the place where you caught your rest?
And would you say that the smarter athletes are resting on the run?
No, I'd say the smarter, fitter athletes are trying not to rest at all.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. Jorge Fernandez, 29th. It looks like he kind of hit a wall and lost a few places in that final round. Nate Ackerman, I don't even remember seeing him, 30th. Are those guys out now, Hiller?
Hey, man, if you ain't beating Ben Smith on this first workout, you're dead in the water.
Okay, fair enough. Jack Farlow, what happened?
Dead in the water. He didn't beat Ben Smith on this first workout.
So Jack's a strong guy. Shouldn't he have been working on his running during the entire?
I'm sure he has been.
Yeah, and does that mean that's failed coaching, failed training, or just takes longer to develop running?
No, or it's just a sport of comparison. And even though he's gotten a lot better at running, it doesn't matter as everybody else has too.
And Jack Farlow for sure is going to be like Bronislaw or Olivia or Danny Spiegel. And his last 3 events are going to be with reckless abandon better than his first 3 events.
Yeah, but he has absolutely no shot at this point.
I don't disagree because the field is better, because the field is much better. I don't disagree at all. But I mean, if he went top 5 in event 2 and 3, I think he'll be top 20, and then he will have a shot.
There's some really harsh comments. How about this one? Aaron Fraser. Jack is in Anuka land.
That's not.
I would
disagree
say
with that.
relative to the women, it's harder to get those 7th place finishes event after event from here on out for Jack.
It is harder, but I don't put it past him. I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah, even in a field as deep as this, based on Anuka's wheelhouse home run capabilities and Jack's, you would say Jack definitely has more opportunities to do that.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
I think it's impossible for Anuka. I don't think it's impossible for Jack to make the games.
What's the percentage? So you give Anuka 0%. What do you give Jack percentage wise? 12. All right, that's exact.
Do you think Jack Farlow finishes ahead of Jorge Fernandez and Nate Ackerman?
I do.
At the end of the week. Okay.
I think Jack will be like Olivia was, or Danny Spiegel. I think he'll have a crazy comeback and he'll win the snatch ladder and he'll send the last event and hold on, and he could potentially win the last 2 events and then sneak in and just like Danny did. I know she didn't win, and be 10th place. Or I think he'll do that and be 12th place and be the first person out.
Ready for this?
I think that's what's going to happen to him.
Tudor Magda, 32nd in event 1. He missed by 3 points to Cole Greasaber, and he had a 7th, a 4th, a 6th, a 1st, and a 19th on the next events. So that's something like what Farlow will have to do, and not the 19th.
And I think Farlow can do that. Although, what I don't think, the 19th almost doesn't matter. I think he can have 7th or lower in all the next events, and it still might not be enough because of what the field is in the East.
But there are 11 spots, and Tudor got 10th. You don't think that?
Yeah, but I don't think there's going to be as much up and down. In the West, there's a whole all the guys are having bad events, and they're not going to have that in the East, even with the more spots.
All right.
Does that make sense? Cornway is not going to have another. He's not going to bomb. Mayer's not going to bomb. There's so many guys that just aren't going to bomb that would in the West, right? Colton Mertens bombed.
Yeah. Can't wait for you to tell him that on the next show.
He'll say, "Yeah, I did."
Yeah.
I don't
know. 24th, 23rd, and 19th. Those were Colton's worst finishes.
Yeah, event 6 was a bomb for him though, because perfect execution for him in event 6 is top 5.
Okay. Let me bring up 3 names for you guys. Saxon Panchik, Travis Mayer, Tyler Christoffel. Are they all going?
No.
Who is not going? Let me give you the names again. Saxon Panchik. Well, let me start here before we do. Who are you most surprised? Let's start with JR. Who are you most surprised? Saxon Panchik 3rd, Tyler Christoffel 10th. Who was the other one I said? Travis Mayer. Travis Mayer 9th.
Yeah, it's Tyler for sure. I mean, he's noticeably, visibly leaner. We even said last night, someone like him, he's going to crush the front squat workout. He's a top 3 squatter in the field, even with all these perennial games athletes. He just is. And he's built for that workout. We've seen the past few weeks, the smaller, more compact athletes excel on event 2. Him getting a 10th on that is huge. If I had to put money on it, in or out after one event, I would put my money in on Tyler Christoffel making it.
Wow. That's a hot take.
How much money you got?
Not a lot.
Hey, so let me ask you guys this. So yesterday we had Dre in. You want to take Dre or Luke Parker out?
I would take Dre out.
Take Dre out. Okay, because I got the list and I can change it so we look smarter. I'm taking Dre out. I'm going back in time. And I'm taking Dre out and I'm putting in Tyler.
Oh. What?
May 31st. Yeah, thank you. A little scratch there. Guys, Kill Taylor. Last 2 weeks, sponsored by Born Primitive. This week, sponsored by Born Primitive, 3 weeks in a row. Prize money, $1,500. The show will be Thursday, which is D-Day.
Introducing our newest Savage One training shoe, the D-Day edition. Born Primitive is proud to donate 100% of profits up to $50,000 to the Best Defense Foundation. These proceeds will directly fund over 60 World War II veterans who will return to Normandy for the 80th anniversary. Thank you to our greatest generation, the damn few. Shop the cause at bornprimitive.com.
Fuck, I love our sponsors. Great shoes, wide toe box. There they are.
They're for sale now?
Holy shit, $300. Let me see that. I think there's a limited edition 500 shoes.
What's the one right next to them? The ones that aren't in the cool box.
They're like they're just the shoes and they're 130. If you want like all of the cool shit that comes with it, order of the day, the Omaha Beach sand, the coin, the baseball cards, ammo can, then it's $300.
Hey, dude, Danny Spiegel should have sold some bath water with her tier shoes.
Oh shit!
That would have.
Oh shit!
You hear people doing that? They like sell their bath water.
Oh shit!
That would have been awesome. Like a box and all that.
Wow!
Genius.
Wow! Danny Spiegel bath water from Tier, sand from the beaches of Normandy. From
I would have bought it for John. John's like, what's in this box?
I would send it back. I would send it back to Cinder.
And it's nice to see Tyler Christophal doing this too, right? This is a guy who's been around for a long time, a staple in the Mayhem training camp. Seen him forever around in the videos. Appears his wife Bailey Rail has stepped away. So maybe you think Tyler also is taking it easier this year, and here he is. We've considered him a bigger guy, stronger guy, and here he is, 10th place in the run.
Still can't snatch worth the hell.
Yeah, and hey, like I'm absolutely a sucker for a story like that. For someone who's been grinding, someone like Jake Berman, someone like Tyler Christophel, who could finally break through and make it. And oftentimes when you stop trying so hard, like Sevon, you talk about this a lot, the universe kind of works for you and works in your favor, and you're just going to kind of let it happen. And this just might be one of those situations where, hey, when you let go a little bit and stop being so obsessed with like putting this thing first, like it just kind of happens for you. But what Andrew just said, I think, is unfortunate. We'll have to wait till Sunday afternoon, but that's what it's probably going to ride on with someone like him.
Is
Like
worse.
How is event 5 going to go with him? Much like Benoit Boulanger, I think that's if you look in the top 10 and say, hey, what event are we looking at for each of these people? Some of them are just so well rounded that it's not going to matter. But I would say, yeah, like for Benoit and for Tyler, I would say it's event 5.
No, Benoit's out no matter what. He's done.
A one and done.
Why is that? Just from a strength
His
standpoint?
max snatch is 255.
There you
go. Is Spencer out?
No.
So the Panchik brothers both can still go. The dream's still alive.
Yeah.
Unless you know of an athlete still, like, I mean, before any of the events even happened, if you know an athlete's weakness, like you just know it's a known weakness, whether it's grip fatigue, whether it's being poor on machines, whether it's being poor overhead. If you know of some weakness that can be exposed, chances are it will be at the least bit tested to see if it's been closed, the hole, in the next 5 events.
JR, how are you on time right now? Would you rather do the workout review? Would you rather do picks for tomorrow now, or would you rather wait till this evening?
When would it be this evening?
Whenever. Like, I mean, I would go to the beach for 3 hours and come back.
Yeah, me too. You go to the beach.
I mean, up to you guys, really. I'm good.
Dude, Hiller, I was talking to Tyson's father last night. Are you stealing my friend away? He said you and Bajan are close.
Tyson?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's my boy.
Yeah, he said that Tyson loves going to your house and shit, and Ezra, and what the fuck is going on? I'm not introducing you to anyone else.
Ezra's a goof. He's cool. He's cool.
Damn. Okay. And he said he loves your house. He can't stop talking about how nice your house is.
That's funny.
Yeah. I tried to say some bad shit about you, but I couldn't think of anything.
Steaks I made, dude.
Oh, steaks? You made him steaks?
Yeah, man. I'm courting him. You
That's
lost.
how you get him.
You don't need to court him anymore. I lost him. You stole my quarterback boy. You stole my quarterback boyfriend.
Hey, JR, if you want a Hatfield humper, I will have Leslie
A
make.
what? A what?
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
yes.
staring at a camera. Hold
Oh,
on.
we can't see the screen.
Okay, I see it. I see it now.
I will send you one for free.
Little humper.
A Hatfield humper.
He raises bunny rabbits. He breeds bunny rabbits.
Isn't there a famous rabbit named Thumper? Am I making
Yeah,
that up?
Bambi.
Yeah.
Mustard seed crochet. Mustard seed
So you
crochet.
gave him the angry eyebrows.
You just could go there, you DM her, and you could get a humper.
We'll post it.
You think
soon.
she can
We'll
make a
post it.
beaver?
Oh,
Yeah,
great
she can
question,
make a
Matthew.
beaver. She
Matthew
can
has a
make
great
a
question.
beaver.
Does it have a hole in the back?
It's got a tail in the back.
Does it have a dong in the front?
It doesn't have a front tail.
It's got a little.
That's a good thing.
Nice. Cool.
Okay, I say this is a good length show, and I say we John, are you able to come back this evening?
Yeah.
Okay, I say we come back this evening, guys. We'll get JR back at the house, get some steaks in them, and we'll all try to come back. Hiller, are you around this evening?
I should be, yeah.
Okay. And maybe we'll even get Tyler from the Heat One app. We will be there's 2 workouts tomorrow. We'll be giving you our picks on the top 10 for those workouts 2 and 3 from the Northeast CrossFit semifinal Syndicate Crown, where the Sevon podcast is live. Thanks, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Talk to you guys later on this evening. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Caleb.